Have you ever worked with people that smoked and they got more breaks than you did throughout the night? Well, that was my reality when I was bartending. I was stuck behind the bar night after night, day after day, while my coworkers got a chance to go outside and sit down and breathe and take a breath, reset before they came back into work. I didn't want to sound demanding or like not like a team player, so I didn't say anything at first to my managers, but the longer it went on, the more it felt like it just wasn't fair. So eventually I did go and talk to my managers and tried to reason with them on why I should be granted breaks as well, but they were like, well, you don't smoke, so that's, that's just something that they do throughout the night. It's just kind of played up as that's how things go. So one night, after kind of being fed up with it and being exhausted mentally, my coworker was about to go outside and smoke, and I said, no, hold on just a second. And I grabbed her cigarette and I walked outside. And I took my 5 to 10 minutes smoke break, and I just reset, cleared my head for a minute, and was able to go back in and finish out the night stronger mentally than, what I had been in days previous. My managers questioned me about it after this happened a few different times, and I just said I'm taking my smoke break like everyone else. I just felt like if I wasn't going to be granted the same fairness that everyone else was, that I had to take matters into my own hands and create that fairness for me because I deserved it. That experience taught me that fairness doesn't always happen naturally. Sometimes you have to call it out and stand up for yourself and make that change happen. Leadership is not always loud and dramatic. Sometimes you have to remind others that your dignity matters, that balance matters, and that a moment to catch your breath also matters. Being a mom is one of the hardest jobs that I've ever had to do. My son is 3 years old. He tests me and teaches me things every single day. He is so smart and clever and just full of life. He, pushes my patience and tests my boundaries and does all of the little things that, little kids do. One day after a long sleepless night and an even bigger tantrum, I lost my cool. I lost my patience. I yelled at him and let anger get the best of me, like we all tend to do from time to time, not with just our kids, but with people. And I saw it in his face, the fear, being scared. Mommy is supposed to be his safe place and his, his shelter. And I wasn't in that moment. I was someone that he was scared of. My emotions and my reaction was something that he had never experienced before. And I saw it in his face. I saw, the worriness and him being scared. I, got down on his level and I apologized and I said, Mommy shouldn't have yelled at you. Mommy lost her cool and, mommy's human. And I just told him I was sorry and talked to him about it. And I said, but, you have to listen to me and you have to, do the things that I ask you to do. And he hugged me and things were better. He said, I'm sorry too, Mommy. And that moment of forgiveness and unconditional love taught me one of my biggest leadership lessons. Just that we have to model the behavior that we want to see in others. And me yelling at him wasn't modeling the behavior that I want him to have. I want him to be calm and compassionate, and I need to model that behavior as well. And one of the best things that you can do as a leader is model the behavior that you want others to assimilate. Thank you.